Hey, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen, this Veronica Streams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Tuesday, and we're going to do our daily reading. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Shadow Realm and the Radiant Wise for clarifying today. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Okay, what's going on? What's happening? Okay, what do we got? Current situation. The High Priestess. Present influence. Three of Cups. Future influence. Oh, they're all up. Four of Cups. 3 to 4. Unexpected. Five of Coins or Pentacles. Challenge. Ace of Swords. Okay, Strength. King of Pentacles. Where does this lead? The Sun. Four of Wands. Eight of Coins, so Eight of Pentacles. Well, that's good stuff. Advice. Okay, Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck is Eight of Wands. Ooh, there may be something coming in where... So I'm looking at the Eight of Wands and I see the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups to me is about like a get-together or people around you are celebrating. And the Eight of Wands, I feel like can be about travel or movement. I mean... Oh, that's Six of Swords as our challenge. I mean, well, I was thinking like some of this could be about actually moving because I see the Six of Swords there. But a lot of the other cards don't make me feel that way. So travel, or there may have been even a message that's making you I don't know, like this is like, I don't think it's an opportunity. It feels more like, okay, the High Priestess being in the position of current situation, trusting yourself, realizing that you have you to count on right now, like your intuition, how you feel, what's happening, and the Three of Cups though is making you use that. So there's something about a group of people or something happening where you're like, okay, how do I move forward? However, it does lead to the Four of Cups, which is, you know, wanting something, but being handed something different, or being in a position where you're not noticing what's being handed to you because you're so focused over here. The Eight of Wands, actually, I guess it could be an opportunity, but it feels like movement or a message of movement. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's clarify the Three of Cups first. So the Three of Cups is in the present influence here. Let's see what that is. Let's see. Tell me about this Three of Cups. What is the Three of Cups, please, in the present influence? Okay, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. This may be a celebration, like you may have been feeling like, so the Seven of Swords, almost like not someone tricking you, but hiding something from you. And I feel like with that Knight of Cups, they may be coming coming around saying, this wasn't fair. Six of Pentacles, which allows you to go into, kind of a celebration mode here. Um, it feels like there's some kind of healing or something with this Three of Cups where you're actually looking at a situation and saying, okay, it just needs to be more give and take. That's the feeling I'm getting here. So what is the High Priestess? High Priestess in the current situation. I feel like you really have to, that you have to trust yourself here. Because I feel like too, like if there has been ever a disappointment or anything, that you want to make sure that you're in the clear. Like, because the Seven of Swords to the Knight of Cups makes me feel like, okay, what's going on? So the High Priestess, Three of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Chariot. Yeah, okay, we got the Chariot, which again, I'm like travel, movement. So the Three of Pentacles, being around collaboration, being around people where, you feel like you enhance each other. The Temperance, alchemy, making things happen, or balance, but I feel like it's making things happen and the energy of moving forward. And I feel like the High Priestess is you realizing that you're the one that has to make things happen. If you want something to change and if you want to be able to celebrate or whatever, you're the one that has to do the movement. You're the one that has to move forward. You're the one that has to make it happen. And I feel like that's what you're in the position, like, okay, I've got to be the one to make this happen. And it's your intuition that's telling you this. There's no like proof, right? Because the influence is the Three of Cups saying, like, this is something that you're looking at, going, if I want things to change or if I want things to be different, I've got to do it. Four of Cups in the future influence here. Let's see what that is. Like, it's an interesting card. But like the Four of Cups to me is, if you see it in the Rider White, he's being handed something, but he's not looking at what's coming out of the sky to him. Like, so it's about wanting something, but not. It's almost like you're in a position where now, that's not what I want. Kind of spoiled. This is what I want, not that. But the card is asking you to look at that, right? It's a reminder. It's a sign that maybe you need to look at what's being handed to you. It's just like it goes to the Five of Cups if you don't. And the Five of Cups is not noticing what you have. So this Four of Cups, unless you kind of look at what's being handed to you, you could lose it, right? So what's the Four of Cups here? Justice, Four of Cups, Ten of Cups. See the Four of Cups, the guy's looking away, he's looking at this, and this is what's being handed to him. He's not paying attention to that. So I feel like actually this could be like some kind of truth coming in here with this Justice card. You understand that what you want, it's not going to matter. So I feel like this Four of Cups is more of you realizing that you might be doing this. And it could be about a relationship, but I think it's more about fulfillment than a relationship. So the Ten of Cups is usually a relationship, but to me, it's a fulfilling relationship. It's a comfortable relationship. So to looking at the cards overall, I'm not getting love here. I'm getting fulfillment. And that's what I've got with the beginning too. It's like you have to take control. You have to do, make the changes if you want changes. You've got to look at what's being handed to you. You've got to look at what you have instead of, again, if we're looking at the Five of Cups, I realize that's the Five of Cups, but you're only focusing on what you expect to get or what you think you should get instead of what you're actually getting. And this is like, okay, so I have to say, sometimes, it's very important that we focus on what what our goal is intended, but there are some things in life that we can't control. And if we're sitting here wanting something that we have no control over getting, no matter how hard we work, no matter what we do, then, what good is it, And I think too that you may be looking for the truth in something that you may never get. It almost feels like that. Like, I want to know the truth, but you might not ever get that truth. The Five of Coins is in the unexpected. So the Five of Coins you know, if you look at the Rider White, it is about being destitute, right? Like not they're two wounded people walking by the church. Um, but again, we have to look at the whole card. Like, why are they walking by the church? Do they really not see it? So to me, they're being so down and out that you're not even noticing the help that's right in front of you, which absolutely could be. Let's clarify this to see what the unexpected piece of this Five of Coins is maybe realizing that the normal way isn't the way that's going to help you this time. You need to take a new position or a new route. Tell me or ask new different people for help here. Tell me more about this Five of Coins. Okay, Devil, Eight of Cups, King of Wands. Okay, so taking a new, you're going to realize that you need to walk away from this devil. Devil to the eight, this keep going back is not working. I need to walk away. And I feel like with that king, for some of you, this could be someone, but it also really just could be this could be I need this. And it doesn't mean as a person. I need the attitude. I need that excitement. I need that motivation. I need to get moving. I need to walk away from this thing that keeps pulling me down and pulling me down. And I need to get excited. And that's the different route. I need to find excitement and passion and, in the motivation. And this can be love, absolutely, but it doesn't have to be because I feel like this reading is more about the day to day. Like, I need to find that passion in my day to day. I need to find something. And I feel like the realization that there's something that's keeping you tied down, not that you need to walk away from this addiction here. Whether it's something you're stuck on, or an idea, or a person, or a substance, or habit, like even if it's just a daily habit of scrolling on your phone. Like, okay, I'm not going to do that right when I get off work, or I'm not going to do that on my lunch hour, or I'm not going to do that in the middle of the day, or whatever. Like, there's something that you do regularly, like a habit, not necessarily substance, not necessarily abuse in that kind of way, but there's something that that's causing you to not be able to get motivated. And it comes as a surprise to you. I don't know. I mean, it kind of feels like something may shock you into that a little bit. Not shock you like in a bad way, but oh, like there's something that happens where you totally see, oh, this addiction ain't working at all. It's just not. Like, there's something maybe that shines its light. We have the Six of Swords in the challenge. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So I feel like that's what the challenge is yeah, you want something better. You do. But how do you just move away from something that maybe you've been doing for a long time or so it's walking away from something you're used to, right? So the Six of Swords is that challenge to um, make you the moving away. How do I do this? That's the challenge. And it makes sense, right? I mean, it's always going to make sense. I don't need to clarify that guy. We have the King of Coins as the strength. So there is someone, I mean, it could be reaching higher aspirations. Let's check this and see if it's someone or um, just your, responsibilities. I have a feeling it's somebody. But sometimes that's good. Sometimes we need someone. I got a card upside down here. I don't want to pick it because it's upside down. It was the star. Okay, so King of Coins, please. Oh, new relationship could be a discovery here. Okay, so Three of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be, I mean, this is someone that you probably feel good around. It's a new, I don't know if it's necessarily a new, I feel like the Ace, so the Three of Cups is someone that you're around a lot, that you celebrate with, and there is this new feeling. Um, and it's actually a discovery. So I feel like there may be, just could be someone that's helping you through that you learn is a new relationship, but it comes from someone you know, like a group of people that you know, but you develop something new here. Doesn't necessarily mean love, because I'm not getting love in this reading. I'm getting like you working on something. And I feel like that Page of Pentacles is this person might be helping you to reach your goals. Or this is just something like, you know how sometimes when you hear something and someone just says something and it makes you realize, oh my gosh, I got to do that, or I got to get away from that. Or, you know, it's that kind of strength. It's not necessarily a person that is going to be part of your life. They could be part of your life, but what they're doing is saying something or doing something that's helping you discover. And I feel like with that Ace of Cups there, that says a lot too. So where does this lead? We've got the Sun, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Coins. So the Sun to the Four of Wands, it's leading to joy and happiness, and the Four of Wands is celebration. So there feels to me like there's something brewing here, where once you realize that you need that motivation, that you want that you grab a hold of that does lead to some happiness, which allows you to celebrate here, which I really like. And then the Eight of Coins, where you can focus, right? Like it feels like, okay, now I can focus on what I need to do. Tell me more about the Sun, please. What is the Sun? What is the Sun here? Wheel, Death, Five of Swords. Yeah, so a new time, a change for something that has felt hard. There's something that you feel like either you feel like someone hasn't been honest with you, or you feel like the situation just is always a fight. And and that's changing, and it feels better, so that you feel like, okay, that if something doesn't constantly feel like a fight, then you know you can be happy. So I think it comes from, again, realizing what you need to do is find that motivation. Tell me about the Four of Wands. What's the celebration coming in? What's this Four of Wands? Four of Wands, please. There's that Justice again. There's that Devil again. There's that Knight of Cups again. You're celebrating, like you're learning. I feel like this is you realizing that you're learning something about this situation with the stuckness, this addiction, this attachment of the devil. The Justice is you're learning. So even though you feel like you may not ever learn something, you are learning it. And the Knight of Cups is, you know, this absolutely could be someone for some of you, but more importantly, it's the release of this that you're celebrating. It's like, oh, thank God, I'm finally like letting this go, letting this attachment go, because I know what's happening here now, and I can move forward, and I can now focus on things that are important to me. The Eight of Coins. Let's look at the Eight of Coins really quickly here. What is the Eight of Coins? What is this telling us? That star keeps taking my attention. I have to completely look away from the deck when I pull, because I don't want to feel like I'm doing that. Eight of Coins, please. Four of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands. You know, you're still allowing yourself to hold on to choices here with the Four of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups. Okay, yeah, I can still hold on to my choices. I still have choices, and it's up to me how I want to move forward with them. And I think that the Queen of Wands is you taking advantage of being more motivated, because in a way I feel like here you're kind of not letting go of some of your choices, which I think is okay, to leave things open as long as you're not having a problem with it. But the Queen of Wands, more importantly, is that motivation. So you are taking advantage of the motivation again to focus on what is important with that Eight of Pentacles. And I like that. That's good, because this is, you know, not an easy thing to deal with. The Six of Wands is the advice today. So it's really, if you're being recognized for anything, say thank you. You know, be humble about it. Don't say, oh, and I don't deserve it, or don't put Don't put the recognition onto someone else. Take that and say, thank you. I appreciate that, because sometimes we need to be recognized, even if it's not just to understand something about ourselves better. Um, and at the same time, too, I don't think this is saying recognize those around you, not right now. It's more about recognizing the situation around you, recognizing what's really happening. Use the high priestess to help you do that. Use your intuition. What's right. And even sometimes when we want something, that devil kept coming up is, yeah, I really want that, but is that good for me? And I know I need to recognize that it's not good for me, and I need to, so keep that recognition open, but use that high priestess energy to really, you know, use your intuition to see what you need to see. Like, or word salad here, to see what what do I really need to recognize, and I need to listen to my intuition to do that. And again, we're all different, but I feel like this is about that addiction or attachment with that devil that keeps coming up in the reading. So, you know, take that and look around you and say, what's really good for me, and what's not. And you know, once you can recognize what's not good for you and what is, it's easier to get motivated about things. It's easier to get excited. There is something here, though, about that devil feels to me not as a person, it feels to me like a habit. And it's not necessarily substance. It could be, but it's not necessarily. It's something that we're doing regularly that is hindering with us, moving, I want to reach happiness. I don't even think it's about moving up and, getting a relationship. It's just about being happy on a day to day, finding motivation to get moving. So I really feel like it's something that, like a scrolling situation or playing a game that you can't get your head out of, or even like something that may not seem bad, but it's keeping you from, cleaning your house, or going outside, or going shopping, or doing something. Like, it's keeping you from facing the day to day. You're getting lost in something, and while you feel like it might be a really good thing, because in the moment it feels like that's what you want to do, but inside of you that it's keeping you from doing other things. So, that's what I feel like that devil is. So there you have your reading, and I hope you liked it. Now I can't get to my cursor. Okay, so take care. Have a beautiful day.